I'm Ellie.
I'm Izzie.
And welcome to She Hit Me With a Cactus.
Don't really understand what's going on. It's very hard.
No, it offends me.
It's not my only problem. Are you sure it's a bathroom?
He had chicken feet.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Welcome back to another episode of She Hit Me With a Cactus. It's a Wednesday.
Not for the people watching.
But it's a Wednesday for me, and my whole week has been thrown out of whack.
We're filming this on a Wednesday evening.
A Wednesday.
Which may be a mistake, judging by
A
that.
Wednesday.
Thank you, Ellie. How are you?
I am good.
No one wants to hear you
I'm
sing an
very
entire
tired.
episode. Okay, well, pick up the pace. We've got things to do.
You just told me to stop.
Yeah, stop singing.
Okay, sorry. How are you?
Yes, well, thank you.
Good. That's good.
I've had a very busy day. It's weird filming this in the evening.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I've
Although
just
it's-
had 4 sausages.
Yes, I know, you keep saying.
I didn't have time for
You've
tea.
done nothing but
so-
say you've had 4 sausages since you walked through the door.
Well, I've had a very rushed day. Had to put together something. And so I put together the
Mysterious.
sausages. No, put together a meal.
Oh.
I had to put something together. And so I settled all sausages.
Just sausages.
Yes,
in a-
I ate them
in a-
driving over here. Niall was handing me sausages as I drove.
Well, that's not putting something together, that's just cooking sausages.
Okay, I have a job.
So do I!
Yeah, but you've not had dinner. I have.
So what's your point?
I produced more in the space of time.
You finished earlier than I did.
I didn't. I never finish. I work for myself.
Happy Wednesday! Shall we play a game?
How are you?
Pain in the arse.
Okay.
You've already asked me how I am. I said I was fine.
It's going to be fun today, isn't it? Niall, how are you?
Yeah,
You're
I'm good.
You seem to be on your phone.
Yeah, because that's where I've got all the information for the podcast.
What game should we play?
What game do you normally play?
Should we play Fact
Guess
or
who?
Fiction? No.
Guess who?
I
No.
love that game.
Yeah,
Everyone
but
just
you can't play that on a
close your
podcast.
eyes and you just shout out names.
Who am I?
No, I like playing. What's the version we played at your house?
Guess who?
No, it was like Guess Who, but without saying like
Guess Who on
visual
vibes.
things about people. It was just like Guess Who on
Subjective.
assumption. Yeah, subjective Guess Who. Like who do you think would like? Who would you think would kick the back of your chair on
No,
an
I like
aeroplane?
playing Guess Who on vibes.
Okay.
So, like, who's most likely to do yoga
Yeah, that's what.
at 2
That's
p.m.
literally
on a
what we just
Tuesday?
said.
Yeah, but mine was more fun. You were like, kick the back of your seat on an airplane. Mine was like
Yours-
yoga
Okay, fine.
on a Wednesday.
Niall, please begin the game. What is it?
For those that don't know,
Why don't you know?
why don't you know?
Get to know.
Get to know. I'm going to read out a phrase, sentence, couple of words, and you're going to tell me whether they're true or false, or fact.
Every single
fiction.
word we're going to tell you if it's true.
Finish?
Yes. Do we have a theme
Animals.
to these animals?
I love animals.
So we're
I
going
love
to do,
animals.
yes, because we were starting to lose track of what we've actually asked or not asked. We're going to start doing animals, or themes.
Start doing animals.
We're going to start doing themes. The
What a
first one
weird
is animals.
sentence.
We're not going to do
We're
that.
not going
I'm
to
going
do
to start
animals.
doing animals.
Niall, begin. I feel like I'm in a flute
First-
exam.
What?
You know when they like go like, and you have to clap it back, or like a dance
You
exam
know
where they
those
give you a
regular
rhythm.
flute exams that everyone takes?
No, I took them. That's my only frame of reference. I don't live as a collective.
I also took flute
I
exams, and
didn't.
I know what she's talking
Okay.
Well, they give you like a, and you have to see how like well you hear like rhythms. You have to clap it back. That's how I feel.
I've been trying to teach Freddie to sing and get
Oh,
him to
dear.
match pitch.
That's never good.
It's not going so
I feel like
well.
that's a natural gift.
One that he does not
No.
possess. It's not in his toolkit, is what I like to
His
say.
toolkit. Is it in your toolkit, Niall?
Can you sing?
He can.
Sing for me on a Wednesday.
That's not one of the facts. Unfortunately, it's animal facts. That's what you
Animal
Oh yes,
facts.
because you're doing animals now.
okay. It's been a long day. There are over 5 types of bird that can fly backwards.
Why would they need to fly backwards?
Yeah, why? That is a really good point. I know there are some that can like hover in place.
Like a Hummingbird.
Yes, they hover. Also, I've seen a robin hover, and I'm not sure if they're supposed to do that, so it might have been a broken one.
I saw a blackbird.
Oh!
I saw a blackbird having a bath.
Yes, you did.
It's the sweetest thing ever, and I thought...
Sweetest thing.
But, well, first of all, I thought it was having a fit.
Oh, that's not
Because
so
it was
sweet.
like lying down in a puddle and
And
like...
they like flap about, don't they?
Yeah, and then it started like...
Churning the water.
It was like... Hey.
Bubbles.
And then it started rolling over, but quite swiftly. It was like...
Got things to do, you know. He's busy. Quick bath.
No, he was there for like 20 minutes.
Oh, he's just having
But he was just
a rip-roaring time.
Rapid, flipping over.
We
I
love
was watching him
blackbirds.
like, what's going
They're
on?
my not my favourite. One of my favourites. It's like a core bird, you know. You know, like a core bird.
A what?
Like a core bird.
Like a penguin.
No.
Penguins, birds.
Yes, they're birds. I really want to meet one.
Go to the zoo.
Yeah, I want to have like a
There's-
personal experience. That sounds weird. I want to do the ones where you like meet the penguins.
You
You
want
know?
a personal experience with penguins.
That's all I ask.
With Niall now doing animals and you want a personal experience with the penguin.
We're gonna get people writing in. 5 types of birds flying backwards. I'm gonna say fiction because I've never seen a backwards flying bird.
I just don't think they would need to. Like, maybe they need to reverse out of a tree. I would...
Maybe just go out the front way. Why would you reverse?
What do you mean out the front way?
They just like hop out. Why would they go shimmy back out again?
Because what if it's against the wall?
I thought you said against the law. What do you mean against the wall?
But, like, for example, Ficus over here.
It's a ficus.
Yeah, but we call her thick-ass Ficus.
Yes, I'm
Um,
well aware.
Like, if the bird wanted to come out this way, then it would need to come out backwards.
Well, why can't you just turn around and then jump out the front?
Because sometimes there is not time.
Okay, I think fiction.
I think maybe there's more.
I think you're talking about hovering birds and not backwards flying birds.
You're both wrong. It's fiction 1.
Technically, we're right because we said
Oh.
fiction.
Yes, but
Who can fly
because you
backwards?
clarified the wrong fiction. I'm
Okay.
gonna give you no point.
Who was the backwards
Who
flying
can fly?
bird?
Is there any guesses? Any thoughts?
Eagle.
Ostrich. No, they can't fly.
Chicken?
Hummingbird.
It is a hummingbird, yes.
They can do so many
Ah.
things.
They can hum.
They can bird.
Okay. Fact number 2.
There's a lot of angst in this room.
Wednesdays are my day off.
It actually is his day off and he's here.
Next one. Crocodiles cannot stick their tongue out.
Yeah, fact.
Do they have tongues? I can't imagine a crocodile tongue. Is it thick?
I don't know, maybe it's like a little stump.
Just like Why would they need it? What do you need a tongue for? Talking, obviously. They don't say things. I'm going to say fiction.
Fact.
I've never seen one with a tongue stuck out. So true. Fact.
We know you said fiction.
I've also never seen one.
So you're going back to fiction?
I'm going to say fiction.
Ellie's right, it's fact.
Oh. Well, you've deceived me.
Only female mosquitoes bite.
Fact.
Fact.
Learnt it in biology.
And also, they only like particular blood types.
Yes, I think I am that blood type because I'm covered in bites all the time.
What are you?
I don't know what blood type I am. How do you find that out if you don't give blood? Have you given blood?
Yes, twice.
All right, overachiever.
3
Can't
times.
do it. It just makes me want to vomit.
I've got very
I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to giving blood. That's my only thing.
my blood just doesn't want to come out.
It's like I love you so much. I just want to stay inside.
They have real trouble.
Have you got thick blood?
No, I don't
I
have
wouldn't
thick.
surprise.
No, I don't have thick blood. I think I just have my veins like to
Blech. I hate
go
that.
whoop.
Yeah, like shrink away. Probably don't drink enough water.
Well, I don't.
Drink more.
Okay. No, next one, please.
That is fact, though, isn't it?
That is fact.
Yeah, I knew it.
The Bazenji,
Oh, it's a dog.
it is a dog.
They're very cute.
It's an African wolf dog. Does not bark in the normal way,
Oh.
It
but
barks
instead
backwards.
yodels or
Yodel.
screams when excited.
That sounds like Ellie.
Actually,
You yodel
my
and how is your yodeling coming?
It's not going as
That
well
was your
as
New Year's
mine.
resolution in
Yes,
January.
I know.
I've
But
not heard any
also-
evidence, and it's May.
Yeah, I'm aware. However,
It could be June.
is it June?
It could be June.
We might
That
be
is a
in June.
Bazenji.
Yes, I know what they look like.
Oh,
They're very- We'll leave a
Bazenji.
little picture of a Bazenji up here if you're watching at
Bazenji.
home. Cute, curly tail,
Yeah, my yodeling journey.
stunted.
No, not stunted. I've done significant work.
Okay.
However, I'm not quite as far along as one had hoped.
Do you want to give a little sample?
No.
Okay.
My first performance is in December.
Okay. Fine.
Not a minute before.
Have you actually put any time into it at all?
Yes, I have actually.
Oh.
Quite considerable amounts of time.
Wow. Well, why have you not progressed further then?
Because I'd given myself a
vocal rest.
a 12-week plan.
A
12
12-week break.
12-month plan.
Right.
Sorry, of how to learn
Ellie,
to
is it
yoga.
really that important?
Yes.
Okay.
Have I not told you about Splodel?
No?
Oh my goodness.
What's Splodel?
Should maybe not mention Splodel on the podcast. No, I can mention Splodel.
What are you talking about? You strange and insane little woman.
No, basically, last Christmas
I gave him my heart.
I made a pact with a friend,
Oh, I thought you meant like a packed lunch.
a husband of a friend of mine.
I thought you meant your husband.
My
Oh, that's
husband.
news to me.
I'm married now.
Surprise.
Made a pact with he is a friend, but he's also, I know him
husband.
through a friend. He is also a husband.
That's not his occupation. I made a pact with a husband.
That,
I'm going to start saying that about people.
we worked out, because I can do the splits, and
Okay.
he can somewhat yodel.
Right.
We decided to swap skills
talents.
and perform as a double act
Okay.
called Splodel, splits and yodel.
I thought that'd be more like
No, it's
Spliddle.
Splodel. No, it's Splodel.
Okay.
And I will yodel
Whilst he splits.
whilst he drops into the splits really slowly whilst making consistent eye contact with the
Ow.
audience.
That sounds a bit alarming.
So he's going to a lot of yoga and not yoga,
Pilates.
reformer Pilates classes, and I'm doing a lot of vocal
Why does he
work.
want to do the splits? And why do you want to yodel?
Because why would one not want to?
And also,
yodel?
how did he learn to yodel in the first place? I feel like it's not something
I
that
don't feel like
it
he
was ever offered as an extracurricular activity.
it
You
was
could
either
do tennis, dance,
flute
or
or
yodeling.
yodel. Flodel. No, I don't feel like it's a skill he actually possesses. He's just able to somewhat break the
Flip
voice.
the voice.
Yes.
I see.
He's not like Austrian in the mountains.
Okay. Anyway, the Basenji. I think fiction, because I've never heard a screaming nor a yodeling dog. Huskies do scream, actually. They go like...
Freddie does an excellent husky impression.
It is fact.
Woo! You're steaming ahead today.
Do you want to attempt before it plays?
That was the scream part, not the yodel. Before any of you that were
That
buying
was your yodeling
that
talent.
were buying tickets to Splodel in December.
Anyone can scream. That's not a talent. I don't think it sounds
Izzie,
like that.
I can't give away my yodel talents
Okay,
until Splodel's
sorry.
premiere.
This is a yodeling Basenji. Oh,
It's music.
with some music involved.
I'm going to get copyrighted. It's not really yodeling.
Oh, that was it.
That's,
Just sounds in pain.
that sounds like me when I have to get up. That's not really yodeling. It's just them going, oh. Interesting. Okay, thanks, Hannah.
Yeah.
Last one?
9% of dog owners will have a birthday party for their pet.
Everything that you read is really dramatic.
It's
and I really
you read it like a
enjoy
dramatic book.
That's because if I tried to read it quickly, I'd probably mess up and get insulted. But
But
now
it's
I'm getting
only like
insulted anyway.
It's only like 6 words.
Dog owners.
Okay.
Donors.
Donors.
Did you just hear my stomach?
Yes,
Big
I
yogurt.
love birthday parties. I love dogs. I think that's true because, I mean, we don't have a birthday party for the dogs, but we make them a doggy cake.
And they wear a hat.
And they wear a hat and they get a card each. Call that what you will. Insanity or a birthday party. I wouldn't invite other dogs though. I feel like that's a little embarrassing.
How many percent? Sorry.
9.
Is
I
this
think it's-
worldwide? Because I feel like this could be more of an American thing.
American.
I'm American.
I think fiction. I think it's more than that.
You think it's more than 9%?
Yeah.
Gosh, some dogs sleep outside. They ain't getting a birthday party. What is wrong with your tummy?
I'm hungry. You've had 4 sausages.
I told you to eat.
Fact,
Okay.
it is 9%. I would say that there's probably a differential between birthday party and giving them a gift or card or...
Oh yeah. Well, we get them gift. I'm
Well,
not
yeah.
a monster.
Our next segment is called Answers Anonymous. Anonymous answers. Answers
Answers.
from Stop talking over the
From
top
the anonymous
of me.
audience. The questions that we asked you to answer as an anonymous audience.
I don't know
We
why.
always used to do this together. I don't know why you don't let me in.
Because every single thing I try to say, you talk over the top of me.
I'm trying to join in.
Well, stop.
I'm trying to create a bonding moment for the two
I
of
don't want to
us.
bond with you any longer.
Niall, what's the question this week?
This week we asked the audience, what are your worst in-law stories?
Oh,
Can we just clarify what an in-law is?
your significant other's family. Yes, doesn't have to be
You don't have
married.
to be married.
Well, no, because we're not. Just to clarify,
That's
just
fine.
so you're aware.
I'm not wearing any of my rings.
You're not married either. You don't have any worst ones. Do you have any worst ones?
No.
Mine are just like strange. Niall decided the
Strange.
first, like the way to introduce me to his family was to take me when I was hungover.
I'm sorry, the waiter introduced Niall to his family.
No, the way to introduce me.
I'm not that posh.
Niall
I
thought
promise.
the waiter introduced him to his
Yes.
family.
He's your son. No, Ellie. Niall. Niall. Here, Niall.
Oh, Niall.
He decided that the best way to introduce me to his family as his
The best way
girlfriend, the best way to introduce me to his family as the girlfriend was to, we had just been drinking. We had been to a birthday party the night before, so we were incredibly hungover. And it's not very often that we actually, let loose, but we let loose. And the day after, we decided to drive.
That was horrid.
That was really
that was
disgusting.
just the worst.
It's not very often that we go out or do that we leave home or do anything like involving
Get it out, woman!
We are sad little
God's
hermits.
sake!
not hermits, but it's not very often that
Spit
we're
out the
like
sentence.
drinking till like 4 a.m. But then we had to drive like 2.5 hours up to Niall's house because that's where his family lives. And because it was his sister's 21st birthday, I was introduced to pretty much every member of your family at once whilst I was hungover. There was extended family there, and they sang at me, and it was a wonderful time.
Why did they sing at you? It wasn't your birthday.
Because of where I know that's a valid point. Because of where we're from, there was a song about where we're from.
Right.
And they decided to sing it
All of them collectively
It was quite
together.
a strong chorus. I just said to
Niall, do you come from choristers?
Irish choristers.
I come from an Irish
Did the
family and they
waiter
like to sing.
introduce you to the choral family?
More or less. It was my dad who was
So
serving
many
up
of
the
them,
barbecue
Niall.
that introduced
An
you to
Irish
it.
family is a large family, and there was
Yeah.
quite a significant proportion
I
of
wasn't
aunts and
expecting
uncles.
that many people.
Yes,
either.
neither was I, Niall, in my hungover state. It was quite something to behold.
That's probably
Well, yeah,
the
but at least you got
busiest
it all
party.
over and done with
Yes,
at
but it
once.
was a sweaty afternoon. It was hot already. I was nervous, and also I was hungover, so it's just like a whole mixture of stress.
It wasn't that bad. We just
For you, I don't have 17,000 members of my family.
But remember, I also then had to go one by one, stood next to you.
Go, this is Izzie,
Go,
my
this is Izzie.
girlfriend.
This is Auntie Julie. This is.
Yeah, well, at least you knew
Uncle.
their names.
Well, that would have been a very embarrassing if you were introducing
This is-
me.
Someone.
Niall, this is your Auntie Julie. I'm also a waiter.
Ellie, have you had any strange in-law experiences?
Definitely not the worst.
It's not the worst.
Um,
That's good. Also, mine wasn't the worst. It was just a funny way to meet them because it was baptism of fire.
this one doesn't involve me, but it is a story that I learnt.
It doesn't involve you.
No, but it's a story that I learnt
It's got
about.
nothing to do with me.
Listen. It's a story that I learnt about my in-laws
Mm,
recently.
okay.
Freddie is one of 5 and
Mhm.
has 4 sisters, as you are aware.
Yeah.
Frederick desperately wanted a brother.
Desperately.
Desperately.
Now he has Niall.
Still does want a brother and has been auditioning brothers
Auditioning.
for quite some time
Could you
now.
be my brother?
Niall has fallen into brother
The
category.
perfect
And now they
spot.
hug for a very long
For a
time.
very long time. It's a very
It's
long
a very
hug.
emotional hug that they do often. But
We don't even hug like that, and we're blood.
ugh, they're like, we are blood.
We are blood.
No, Freddie desperately wanted a brother as
Mm.
a child, so Freddie's younger sister Alice volunteered to be Freddie's
Brother.
stand-in brother. So she would
Alex.
play Alice.
Yes, but she could be Alice. I don't know what's going on with
Alice. No, she volunteered to be his stand-in brother, but because
That's very sweet.
But because he doesn't have brothers, all he has is a reference of what brothers do in films or TV shows or cartoons.
Blood brothers.
So he thought that the only way that they bond is to fight. So he punched Alice.
Oh.
And picked her up and slammed her into
Just
the
like
floor.
last week.
No, this was like, I don't know.
Not very nice. Poor
They were
Alice.
like 7 or 8.
Oh, okay, fine.
But she was so admirably volunteering to
She
be a
got
brother.
body slammed.
And then she got body slammed
Well,
by
she-
Freddie because
she
she
never
thought
did
that's
again.
what boys did.
Oh, there you go. That's
I
not
just
what
thought that
boys
was
do.
very-
Is that what boys do,
that's very
Niall? Have
sweet.
you ever body slammed a gentleman?
Do you body
I
slam your
don't
brothers?
generally walk up to people and go, brother, it's time.
You've got loads of brothers.
Yeah,
Have you ever
that's what
body slammed
happened.
them?
I was the younger brother.
Ah,
I
you
became-
got body slammed.
I got body slammed.
Oh.
Oh.
And you live to tell the tale.
You were the Alice.
What have the audience got to say about their in-laws, Niall?
My ex-boyfriend's mom walked in on me showering. So now they have a lock, or they bought a lock for that door.
But why do you not have a lock on a bathroom anyway?
You don't have a lock on the bathroom upstairs.
Yeah, but that's on just for me. That's just my bathroom. It's not
Well,
like a communal bathroom.
It used to be my bathroom
Yeah,
too.
but you don't live there anymore. So now it's just for me, you know? So I don't need a lock on it.
But what if like somebody else just is wandering around the house
Well,
like a surveyor?
Who is wandering around
Like a surveyor.
Well, why is the surveyor coming into my bathroom unannounced?
What if I was showering and your mom walked in?
Well, why would she be in that bathroom? There's so many other bathrooms.
What if she was doing laundry or something? I don't know.
She doesn't go in there.
What, in the bathroom?
Why would she?
Getting the laundry.
No, she
Oh.
doesn't do that. She doesn't go and collect my laundry. I don't live like a queen.
Do you collect your own laundry?
Yes, I do that all by myself.
Proud of you.
Mhm.
Well done.
Non-queen behaviour.
Has my mother ever walked in on you showering, Niall?
No.
Is
No.
this something you want to talk about?
I would like a lock on that door.
You would? I'm not going to do that.
No.
I'll get trapped. I'm scared of locks.
You're scared of
Imagine though, imagine what the conversation you have afterwards be like, whoopsie.
What, you getting a lock on the door?
No, there's someone walking in on you showering. Like, did she immediately leave? Or did she not? I guess she didn't stay.
Stay and watch.
Carry on. Yeah, that's just horrible to... When you then dry yourself off and just, like, have to walk out, like...
Well, I would assume you either took clothes in there, you wouldn't just, or you'd have been in a towel, you wouldn't just walk out naked.
No, I know. It's a bit awkward knowing that your
Hello.
mother... Well, I guess they're an ex now, so not mother-in-law, but...
Next one.
Yes, please.
I like, there's a couple of them that have written it as Mill.
Mother-in-law.
I assume it's mother-in-law.
Mm.
My mill.
My mother-in-law waxes my bum.
Sorry. Oh, you read that one quickly, didn't you?
She used to be a hairdresser
She used to be a hairdresser, that's right.
slash beautician.
She used to be a
find it
hairdresser,
weird,
so
but now I like
naturally,
it.
She must work.
naturally a
Did
progressive.
you just say he likes it?
No, I used to find it weird. Oh yeah, but now I like it. Sorry, I read it too quick for myself.
No. No.
How do you like
the
something
first
like
time
that?
that happened? How did that come about? Be like, gosh, I've got a hairy one. And then she went, don't worry, I'm a hairdresser. I can wax it
I'll get
off.
my scissors out.
Also, how is the girlfriend okay with that? I would be incredibly uncomfortable if I came home
How
and
do you
mummy
know
was
it's-
How do
waxing
you
your...
know
How
it's
do you
the
know it's a
girlfriend?
girlfriend? The
I'd
boyfriend.
assume it's the other way around. I would have said it's the girl is getting waxed.
Oh, I was assuming it was a man having his mum waxed. Right, that could
I
be a
wouldn't
possibility.
get Alison to wax my butt.
Well, I wouldn't get your mum to wax my bum either.
I see that would be.
No, it's still weird, Niall.
I can see it happening though. I can see that.
I cannot
not you.
see it.
No, not you and my mum. I can see people that are just really comfortable in themselves.
Yeah, I
in
don't think you should ever
relationships
be
like
that comfortable, though. There's a line, isn't there?
Have you ever had a massage?
No,
Yeah, and I don't really like them.
I don't like the idea of someone touching my
I only
bones.
like them if they serve a purpose, like a sports massage.
See,
Even though it really
would you be
hurts.
comfortable with people in the room while you're having one?
I wouldn't want one anyway.
Yeah.
Why would someone just
But not-
watch? What do you mean?
No, so for example, when
Not
I
like a
get my
mother-in-law.
massage, there's probably, but now, because it's with a friend that's doing it, Ben walks in,
Yeah, but he's not your mother-in-law.
Ben will walk in with Orla,
But are
and I'll
you-
sit there and we'll just chat. And
Are you naked?
I've pretty much just got my t-shirt, my shorts on up here.
I think there's a difference between having your shorts on, having a massage, and having your bum crack out.
And having it waxed.
You're
There's a slightly different...
You're not lying there with parted bum cheeks.
Oh, no. Can you imagine? Your mother-in-law has seen between your cheeks.
We've got a bit of a weird one. My mill
My Mill.
threw a
It's not Mill, it's mother-in-law.
Nevertheless, they threw a fit when my now husband proposed to me.
Oh, so they actually are a Mill. GM, what is it if you're still a girlfriend? Just
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Girlfriend's parents. GP. My GM.
GP.
My GP. Why are you saying it's different for boys and girls?
No, it's... All right. BP then.
But you still say in-laws.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We clarified that. at the
Okay, no,
start
I'm
of
just
this
saying that
segment.
these ones are actually married, so they actually are their Mills, not their GPs.
Actually, they're
I'm Niall Sill, and
Oh.
he's my Bill.
Still a Bill. Mother-in-law.
Kicked
My
off.
mother-in-law threw a fit when my now husband proposed to me because he didn't buy her a ring too.
That just echoed in that light.
I heard that
That's
as well.
so awful.
Why on earth would
Would she
get a ring as
expect
well?
one as well? There are some very psycho mother-in-laws out there, though, aren't there?
There is. I do want to read this one for sure.
Okay,
My boyfriend's mum once made us both a cup of tea.
right.
I asked her for 1 sugar. She looked me up and down and said, "Oh, honey, you don't need more of that."
Did he not say anything? What on earth?
That's so bad.
horrible. The way I would pour the sugar over her face.
No, you wouldn't. You always make these rash claims that you will never do.
You would stand there and go, "Okay,
Okay, sorry.
Right.
no more sugar for me."
Every episode you're like, I would do this. And it's
Yeah,
like,
but
no,
in
you
my
would
mind,
never
I would do
this.
that. But
No,
then
but you
I'd
would
refrain
never.
because it's socially unacceptable.
You would never.
My boyfriend's parents always called me his ex-girlfriend's name on purpose because they prefer her.
Oh.
By the way, she cheated on him, so I don't know what there is to like. My boyfriend just laughs and says it's an accident.
Right, well, that's a red flag. It's also, how does she know that they're doing it on purpose? Could it just be a mistake?
I think
But also, there's something wrong with the boyfriend.
if no one ever calls it out,
Yeah.
it's on her.
No, but
And I
she's
think
clearly
it is
she's clearly said to him, like, I'm really uncomfortable with it, and he's been like, oh, it's funny. I would be like, and that time I would. No,
wouldn't.
if Niall said that to me, I would punch him.
No, you wouldn't.
Not saying this is an ex, but if Alison came to me and was like, "Jack," I'd be like,
Who's Glack?
"Jack, Jack."
Glack, come to me, Glack.
Right, when you listen to this recording and I say Jack and they both go, "Who's Glack?"
No, I heard Glack as
I
well.
would, if it was like a pervasive problem, I would say something about it. I wouldn't be like,
Pervasive?
oh, all right. If it was a
What does
continuous,
pervasive
like a
mean?
continuous problem, I would be like, don't do that. It's really disrespectful. And also, I don't like Glack because he cheated on me.
No, but also,
Call me
if
Glack.
Alison said Glack or Jack or John or Greg, I'd be like,
All of my ex-boyfriends are called Greg.
I would say, Niall, do you mean?
Yeah, true.
It doesn't have to be over and over again. If they got
Yeah,
it
but
wrong the first
Yeah,
time.
but if she thinks they're doing it on purpose, then maybe she said, actually, my name's like Beverly, and then
Why is it
it's always my
Beverly?
default. Well, actually, my name is Bev, and they go, uh-huh, and then just do it again.
Uh-huh.
Da-da,
Turn into a seagull.
Glack, welcome back.
Glack and Bev.
Next up, we're going to do our Agony Aunts segment where we answer your problems and solve your confessions. No, the other way around. Answer your confessions and solve your problems that you send in for our help. What's the problem first, Niall?
That was so much.
Hi.
Hi. That's like a...
Norwegians. That's
Yeah.
how they say hi. Hi, girls. Major dilemma. I have an old school friend who I really don't like, but she's super clingy. I don't want to hurt her feelings, but she's becoming a real drain.
Ooh.
What do I do?
Hi, bye.
I had a friend like this at school as well.
A drain. Call them out.
But I used to walk to school with him because he always walked past my
Niall,
house.
they might know who you are.
I could say his name
Oh,
now and
don't do that.
wouldn't batter an eyelid. I actually
Butter?
I don't know where he is
You
in the
would
world.
not butter my eyelid.
You wouldn't butter an eyelid.
Batter.
Bat.
Bat. I wouldn't bat an eyelid.
Batter your eyelids.
I wouldn't batter them either. I wouldn't punch them.
Oh, I meant like cover them in batter.
Just like fish and chip eyelashes.
I wouldn't do that either.
If he was draining you.
I waited the 6 years of school and then never spoke to him again.
That's not good advice.
No, sometimes what I would do, which isn't advice here because it doesn't really work,
Okay.
I would wait for him to walk past.
That's so mean.
Sometimes he'd wait and I'd be like, oh, I've got to be late to school today.
You're a cruel individual.
He was problematic.
Okay, don't make it worse.
No, he tried.
Is it Glack?
Do you have a hatred for my ex-boyfriend, Glack?
Anyone that knows me
I know you.
well from school will know who this is. But he tried to sell iPhones
Right.
to people. And he was like, oh, I've got a really good deal.
So he was trying to sell you a phone.
No, he tried to do it to me and I was like, it's okay, I've got one.
I've got a phone.
But that's
Glack, steady.
and he got a load of money off people. Thinks like this was when iPhones were what, £400?
Yeah.
And he was getting like £200 off people. People were giving him £200. Not giving them an iPhone and saying, oh, they're at home. I'll get them to you when they all come in or something. And it got to like the end of like a couple of weeks and he had loads of money, but just no iPhones. And then he had like the thug kids and the hard kids that were at school.
The
like
thug kids.
God.
all the kids that smoked and were like bullies and people turning up
thugs.
outside his
The
house.
thugs.
Demanding the money outside his house.
That's rough.
It was
for
kind of
Glack.
at this point I was like, please don't stop at my house.
Right, now that... I feel like you just had a ranting
I needed to get that out.
about Glack.
That was 14 years ago.
Ellie, what would you do?
What about Niall's problem?
No, about the drainy friend. Don't talk to them. Niall says no. Don't
You
talk to
can't
them.
tell them that they're a drain.
No, just say, look, I just think that we're better off not as friends. In a relationship you say we're better off as friends. I think we're better off just not.
It's not me.
It's definitely you. You're a drain. No, can you just like phase out the friendship?
It does say I don't
like-
really like them.
I don't know.
Just
Depends what
distance yourself.
circumstance they're hanging around in. I would maybe like get a new hobby and then just be really consumed with that hobby.
Just spend all your time at the swimming pool and they'll never be able to find you. That's a very tricky one though, because you obviously don't want to hurt their feelings, but it's a bit tricky, isn't it? I think I would just like maybe try and introduce them to other people, so hopefully they latch on to someone new. I don't know. It's very tricky.
Maybe like widen your friendship group around them.
Yeah.
So
that
there's
more of you.
The drain is dispersed.
Yes.
And then if the drain wishes to leave, the drain will then back out because
Yes.
they are the odd one out in that scenario.
Mm.
Whereas if you are one-on-one with a drain,
Yeah.
it's quite difficult for you to then remove yourself. So infiltrate more humans into the drain and then drain will back out and you will have a
But then they might go
free-flowing plumbing system.
They might go and drain someone else.
But if they go and drain somebody else, then
Why
that's...
can't you just tell them, look, I'm finding this relationship quite draining. I don't know if there's some way you can be... are they always complaining? Is that why they're draining?
Can
or
you
do you
be
just
less
not...
of a buzzkill?
Like, less you. No, just be like, look, I know that we've been friends for a long time, but I just feel like maybe, it's better if we don't see each other anymore. I don't know how to...
What if it's like one of those mates that's in the group chat that you're trying to arrange things? Do you make a new group chat without them?
No, because
No,
that's just mean.
You just removed them.
Yeah, no, that's way worse. I think just carry on.
Is everyone free on Friday? Remove.
No, I think just carry on, but just try and like speak to them less, and hopefully they get the message. And if they don't, then you're going to have to speak to them. And be
But
like,
what
look,
if
I'd rather if we weren't.
What if
friends
it is
anymore.
that group chat scenario? So
Well, then
we've just arranged and they're
You're
always
creating
there.
a whole nother problem.
No, that wasn't the question. The question was not that. The question was.
The question was not, and I
How
really
do I
didn't
just-
enjoy the hand actions that you were just doing.
Okay,
They're all there and they're all just...
They're always there, yeah.
No, I think just try and distance yourself, and then if that doesn't work, then maybe just have a conversation and be like, look, it would be better for me if we weren't friends. As
Two
brutal
options.
as that is.
Two options. That one
Yeah.
and immerse yourself in more people to
Yes,
phase out.
dissipate the drain with more humans.
You're welcome.
Next, Niall?
My little sister has recently moved in with my ex-boyfriend because
Ooh.
they were friends from school. I told them I was totally fine with it and it wasn't a problem, but now I think there might be something going on between the two of them. And I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm not even involved.
I don't like it, but you did say that you were totally cool with
Why
it.
were you cool with it? I would not be cool with that. Would you be cool with that?
No.
No, that's quite weird.
I would not be cool with that, but if you're not cool with it now, then you need to have a word avec
Yeah,
your
ASAP.
cis-moi.
You think the sister? I think both of them. She'd be like, stop it.
Yeah, but she's clearly got a better relationship with the sister than with the ex-boyfriend, surely.
Well, not necessarily. They might just be friends now.
Well, if they're not, then
Yeah, true.
she's
tell your
still
sister.
friends with her
Tell your sister, stop that. Or... Yeah, but the thing is,
Else.
you can't... Because now they've signed contracts and things, you can't then be like, I've changed my mind,
Well,
I'm
that's
not
why
okay
I
with
said
it.
there's a slight problem in terms of the fact that you said that you're okay with it. However, you still need to voice those opinions, because otherwise if it gets further down the line, they get married,
Yeah,
have
you've
kids,
said how you feel
then
about
you've said
it. Yeah,
how you
that's true.
felt already.
Also, I feel like if you ask them, are they like in a relationship, like is there actually something going on between the two of them, then it might make you more okay with it in a weird way, because you're not like having to guess, you know? Like if they're in a relationship, then you'd be like, okay, well, it's a bit annoying, but like that's just the way it is, rather than being like, oh, well, they might be together, they might not. If you know, it might be better.
If you know 'em.
If you know, if you know them up, it might be a bit better.
If you become a gnome.
What do you think, though?
What do you do if they say they are in a relationship? Is there anything you can do?
Well, not really.
Or is that you messed up?
I mean, you can, as Ellie said, you can tell them how much you don't appreciate it and how it's quite uncomfortable for you. But there's not a whole lot. You can't like break them up if they don't want to. So it's just one of those.
So
things
if they were like, if you see them, they're perfect together, do you tell them that
they're perfect
that you're
together?
uncomfortable?
You guys,
You are perfect.
that you're uncomfortable. Yes, I would still say it, because it's better for you to say how you feel. I'd still say, look, I'm a bit uncomfortable with it, but if you guys are happy, then I'll try my best to get over it. And I don't know how, but maybe you'll have to distance yourself from them for a bit of time before you can.
You would need to move to South Madrid.
Yes. Also, are you in a new relationship? That might help. Just get a boyfriend.
The answer is get a boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how recent this ex-boyfriend was as well, to be fair. If it was just like a fresh ex,
Then that's an
that's
issue.
really, really bad of your sister to even like suggest that as an option.
Yeah.
But also, like, you did say you were fine with it, so maybe shouldn't have done that. But, you know, I think there's ways through that.
Next up, we're going to play a game, and we have a selection of cards this week with different icks. Icky things.
Icky or sticky? Well, what's the opposite of icky? Like, stick. Like, stick with me, because you're not an ick. I'm trying to think of a catchy phrase.
Okay, there's no catchy phrase.
Ick or stick?
Okay. They DM footballers to say good luck.
That's really embarrassing. Yeah, no, that's got to stop, hasn't it? I think DMing anybody, or like, you know, when like people leave comments on like famous people's like, oh my god, you look so cool. Like, why are you doing that? They're not going to reply.
Is that males or females?
So everyone.
Males.
It's like you messaging like
name a footballer.
No, I was going to say I'm saying what someone in Niall's word. Like what's his name? Jürgen Flumenfloh.
Jürgen
athlete.
Flumenfloh.
No, yeah. Okay, well, if you were messaging a fellow runner, it's not the runner. It's the guy who sounds like Andy Warhol, isn't it? Mr. Warholm. If you were messaging Warholm, saying like, "Oh my god, I love
Who's
your he's a hurdler." If what's his name?
Carsten
Warholm. If you were messaging, like DMing him, being like, "Love your shoes, bro," or like, "Good luck
I
today."
do love his shoes, to be fair.
Yeah, if you were gonna like comment that or like DM him, I would be icked out by that. This one is seeing them go to kick a ball but missing it. I do that a lot though. Not like kick balls generally, but like I feel like my aim isn't fantastic. I find football very difficult. I don't have a lot of hand-leg coordination.
Quite good
My
at
hand-eye. Oh no. Eye-leg coordination is poor.
Hand-leg.
No, my eye-leg coordination is poor, but my hand-eye coordination is great.
I'm the opposite way around.
Oh.
I'm quite good at football, but I'm not good at catching.
Ah.
That's why I was never allowed to play netball.
Yes, another reason. But that is a bit of an ick.
What? Me not being able to play netball?
Yeah, well, that is an ick too. No, missing the ball.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
They ask you to take candid photos of them laughing.
I don't think that's an ick. I think that's funny.
I think that's
Because it would be so weird.
potentially more of an ick in men, but you do it all the time. So
Do what?
well, you make
Only
me
because
take
I need
all
a
of those
thumbnail.
photos.
I don't do that in my everyday life.
Absolute maniac.
This one is they picked a song nobody knows for karaoke. I don't think that's an ick. I
It's
just
just a
don't
bit
like
intense.
karaoke. You love a bit. Niall loves karaoke.
Do you? What's
Bit
your
of
karaoke
Angels
song?
by Robbie Williams.
Is Angels your
No,
go-to song?
right. That is one song I sung once with my coach when we were in warm weather training.
This one says they hold their nose when they jump into a swimming pool. I don't think
It's
that's an
just
ick.
common sense.
Yeah.
Although I
mean,
did that for the first time when I jumped into the sea, and it didn't do anything.
No, I don't think it does much, but then it stops you from getting a drippy nose, maybe. Because that's a bit embarrassing.
Did you have to sniff for that?
Just
given
made me
moment?
think of them. And made me sniff. No, but you know, there's nothing worse than when you're in the sea and then like you turn around and they've got like a drippy nose. Oh, it's horrible. Isn't it? That is an ick. That is an ick.
Seeing them run for the train, but the train stays on the platform for another 2 minutes.
Embarrassing. Major ick. Because then they have to get on and then they're like, imagine when they're getting on, they're just like, and then you just have to sit there like, yeah, that was really embarrassing. This one says they regularly update their appearance of their Bitmoji. I'm not sure I've got one anymore.
I don't think I've got one.
I don't know
either.
how to do that. I'm
Who's
a bit
that
of a
dedicated
dinosaur.
to the Bitmoji?
Yeah, not me.
It wasn't really a thing for
No,
us, though.
but that is embarrassing.
They often refer to themselves in third person.
Izzie is going out now. I do that sometimes.
You're an ick.
I am a walking ick. This one says seeing them walk up to an automatic door, but it doesn't open.
I saw that happen at the train station the other day. Someone walked up to the automatic door, it didn't open, so he just grabbed the door and was like,
Christ.
"Ah."
Why did it not open? Was it broken?
No, I don't think it was turned
Just
on.
closed. Who has that kind of finger strength?
That did happen to me on the train, though. You know the doors that are between the compartments that you press the button and they open?
Yeah.
It was coming towards the stop that I needed to get off at. And I pressed it and it wouldn't open. And I was like, great, I'm stuck now. I'm stuck in the carriage.
That is an ick.
I need to be in the vestibule.
Not in the vestibule.
I wasn't
How
in
did
the
you get out?
vestibule. Well, I pulled it open
Oh.
and then it started trying to close. And I was like in between the door. And I was like, and then I did that weird thing of like trying to hold it open for the girl behind me. But it was like, it was already
save yourself
open.
in that situation.
No, but it was already open because it had slammed onto my body and I'd like
It's just
squeezed past it. And then I pushed it and it stayed open. But it's an automatic door, so I tried to hold the automatic door open for the girl behind me and she was like, thank you.
Yeah, do you say thank you? I'm not sure I would have said thank you to you in that situation. That's a bit embarrassing. Imagining them waiting at the top of a water slide for the lifeguard to say go. No, it's not even that. It's then them going. If they like one of those people that swings off the bar, stop doing that. If you go to water parks, don't swing off the top bar. Just go down like a regular person. Very strange. Because sometimes people do that and then they hit the slide really hard and you can tell it hurts, but they've got to act cool, so they just go like and then have to slide on down. Embarrassing.
They say om nom nom whenever they eat food.
Niall does that. He doesn't say om nom, he goes nyam 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 nyam.
What, after when you eat?
Not every bite.
Every bite, but if something's really yummy, like he's talking about chocolate because he has a chocolate obsession, he just go nyam 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 nyam.
If I'm super hungry and I finally get some food, I'm like, yum, 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 yum.
That's it. Ick. It is. I can confirm.
That's not an ick.
It's an ick.
You've never said that.
Sometimes I do
3
it
years.
back. 3 years.
You do it back. That's not an ick.
And I think that's where we'll leave our episode there.
Thank you so much for watching. Join us next week for another episode of She Hit Me With a Cactus.
For
She
fun,
did.
fresh.
She would do it again. And flip-flops.
We might wear flip-flops. We might not.
We might not. Have a good week. See you through.
No.
Through.
Bye.
Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram.
Rate us.
Rate us. Leave a comment. Tell us your favourite puppy. And we'll see you again
Tell
next
us your
week.
icks.
Bye.
Bye. Don't really understand what's going on.
It's a bit hard.
No, it offends me. It's not my only problem.
Are you sure it's a bathroom?
He had chicken feet.
1, 2, 3. 3.